Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Aaron Hall, and today we are going to be doing episode 2 in the series of reading 3 books. This episode, we are going to be reading 3 short books from my bookshelf. July hasn't been the best reading month for me. I am feeling quite slumpy. Obviously, I've chosen 3 short books because I want to read them as soon as possible, but also I don't want this video to be too long. The 3 books I'm going to be talking about right now, I'm probably not going to read them in this exact same order, but they are as follows. The first book is Stormbreaker by Anthony Horowitz. This is in Slovenian, so I'm going to be reading one Slovenian book. It is the first book in the Alex Rider series. Now, this is young adult adventure fiction mystery. I'm also going to be reading, this is such a throwback, and it's also in Slovenian, Matched by Ali Kondi, such an OGYA. I shelved it to read July 4th, 2013, young adult, science fiction, dystopia, romance. This is going to be interesting. And the last book is going to be a book that was very popular. Now, this book is in English, and it's The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. I haven't yet read this one. I don't know which book I'm going to choose first, so I'm going to just put a poll on Instagram and on Twitter. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you don't know me again, my name is Arden Hall. I am a bookstagrammer, a booktuber, and a Wattpad writer, so all my social medias are down below. Please check them out. Click the subscribe button, click the notification bell to keep yourself notified, and comment down below, leave a like, and enjoy the video. Currently eating lunch, and I'm reading The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I am right now currently around 100 pages in, and I am not really loving it as much as everybody else is loving it. It reminds me of a John Green style book. I don't like quirky characters. There's just something about it that I'm not connecting with, or maybe even the discussions that they're having about blowjobs and sex and getting stoned. It's just not my cup of tea. If I am reading a contemporary book, I guess I just want something more lighthearted in a way that's not so serious. It reminds me also of 13 Reasons Why. For some reason, I like that this talks about mental health, and I like that it's written in letters because it feels like the main character is talking directly to you. I have very mixed feelings. I don't vibe with this book for some reason. I was hoping that I would. Another thing I don't really like is the way Charlie's sister got punched in the face and then took the boy back. This is something I found really disgusting. There are a few aspects of this book that I just couldn't stomach that were so disgusting to me. Also, a little bit triggering. I just want to say that this book is quite harder for me to read than I expected. Like I said, I have mixed feelings. There are good things and bad things, but so far the only few good things are that it's short, that the author's writing style is really good. I really like it. It's flowy and easy to get through. Another thing I like is, like I said, the letters. It's hard for me to get a sense of this book and the main character, if that makes any sense. So I finished this book and I rated it 3 stars. My current thoughts: I like the mental health aspect of it. I know the point isn't on putting a name to what Charlie has, but I would like to have known what it was, because I would like to do a little bit more research. If the illness was named, I guess I would just like to do a little bit more research, but it was the mental health issues were kind of very vague just because it's not the point of the story. I didn't really like that many characters. As we neared the end of the story, I felt like the book didn't really have a plot. I mean, it was written through the letters, so it felt like a real life account. So a year in your life probably doesn't have a plot either. You just keep doing things that you keep doing. But I felt like something was missing with this book, and I can't quite put a finger on it. I also thought it was a little bit lacking. I'm really sad because a lot of people like it, but I can't imagine sitting down a year from now and rereading the book. I know a lot of people who keep rereading it. I just don't see myself being the type of person, which is interesting because I got to experiment with my taste and see what I like and what I don't like. 3 stars. I hoped it would be better. Now that I finished that book, I have 2 more books to read for this video, and I am going to see what people have been voting for. So let's go on Twitter and let's go on Instagram to check. Perks of Being a Wallflower so far received 58.1%, and that's why I read it first. The second book that received most votes on Instagram, I believe, is Alex Rider, and that is also the book that received the second most votes on Twitter, so 25.8%. So this is the one that I'm going to be reading next. It has 183 pages, and then the longest book in this video is Matched, which is going to be my last book to read. That's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun read, I think. I don't think I'm going to continue with it just because we have only one book. Let's see what it's about, because, hey, why not? Let's go on Goodreads. Before Stormbreaker, the first book, there are 2 short stories, 2 novellas that I'm probably going to read first. They told him his uncle died in an accident. He wasn't wearing his seatbelt, they said. But when 14-year-old Alex finds his uncle's windshield riddled with bullet holes, he knows it was no accident. What he doesn't know yet is that his uncle was killed while on a top secret mission. But he is about to, and once he does, there is no turning back. Finding himself in the middle of terrorists, Alex must outsmart the people who want him dead. The government has given him the technology, but only he can provide the courage. Should he fail, every child in England will be murdered in cold blood. It's been a couple of days. It's Monday, 27th of July, and I took a little bit of a break from reading. I passed my first aid exam, which I had to study for. I had to babysit my brother's dog, so I didn't really have that much time for myself to read. And I am now back with Alex Rider. I am on page 93 right now. I think I'm gonna finish it today, or at least I might DNF it. I don't love it. I don't really like it. First off, whatever genre this is, it's not something that I would normally read. I don't like action books. This isn't something that I personally gravitate towards. I've been struggling to read even a couple of pages. I'm not that interested in it, and I'm so sad that this is how my vlog is going, because I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna like the third book in this vlog either, which is Matched, because I started it once a few years ago and I only read like the second chapter. I don't know. I hate it when I'm in a book slump because I don't want to read a book. I am physically struggling to pick it up, and I don't want to read any other book because I don't like being in the middle of so many books. I'm going to go on the balcony. I'm gonna read this book, try to finish it. If I don't finish it now, I'm probably gonna DNF it, so we'll see how it goes. I'm sorry, this vlog is so lame. Finished this. Before I picked it up again today, I thought it was gonna drag a lot more. I thought this book was gonna be a lot longer than it was, but the second part was so fast. I appreciated the second half of the book because the first half wasn't that interesting. I would have appreciated a lot more if Alex grieved a little bit for his uncle, because it feels like this was just very glossed over. It feels like he didn't really care for his uncle. And I would like to hear more of his backstory about his parents and all that. I get that this is middle grade, but sometimes it's nice to get backstory on the characters. It's nice to get a little bit more depth, just like in Percy Jackson, for example. This is very superficial. So the final rating for this book, what would I rate it? I don't know. I didn't really care for it that much. Probably like 3 stars. When I was reading the first half, I would say I'd give it 2 stars, but 3 stars, I think it's a decent rating. I didn't really hate it. I didn't really love it. Just because of the second half of the book redeemed itself, I think I'm gonna give it 3 stars. And I also have to say, the first half I listened to the audiobook, and the second half I read. So I listened to the audiobook in English, and then I read it in Slovenian. So language didn't really play a role in my enjoyment of this book. This is just something that I want to emphasize here. I enjoyed it in Slovenian and I enjoyed it in English, but I think it was faster paced in Slovenian. The last book for this video, we have Matched. It doesn't have that many pages. We'll see how it goes. I have low expectations. This video is reading 3 short books from my bookshelf, and so far the short books weren't really that enjoyable. But like I mentioned in one of my videos, I want to give the OGYA a try, and this is OGYA, so I should really start reading it, you know. My hair's in a ponytail. I am 9 chapters in. The reason why my phone is there on my bookshelf is because I felt stupid for constantly filming in the same location, so I wanted to switch it up a bit. I don't know if the audio is gonna be good, probably not. And behind me there's a background of my grandma and my grandpa. and my picture of my grandpa because I love him. Anyway, I'm 9 chapters in. Matched so far reminds me of The Giver. Don't know why. Maybe it's the dystopian world. Maybe it is the entire society and the way things are running. Basically what happens is our main character Cassia lives in the society where everything is picked for them. Their jobs, their matches, I don't know, everything. So in the matching ceremony, she gets matched with the person who was probably the most predictable because she already knows him and gets along with him well. I'm not shipping them at all. I hate forbidden love in books. I hate it with a passion because it's so intense. I don't like intensity. I don't like breaking the rules. And Cassia is definitely, I feel like she's gonna be breaking some rules. By now she has been matched with her best friend. However, they get this kind of thing that shows them, their match, and accidentally when she opens this thing or starts it up, or I don't know, it's a device that shows them their match, her best friend's face is shown, but then it disappears and shows another guy's face. Who is he? She knows she can't be breaking the rules. Her match is her best friend, but I think she's gonna go for the other guy because he has a more attractive name. That's how I usually know what characters which person ends up with in the end of every book, if they have an attractive name, because no author picks a bad name for their characters. Anyway, I think she's gonna have something with this Kai dude. The book is interesting. I like the writing style. It is very flowy. It gets going. The way everything is described, I'm also listening to the audiobook in English, so I have a little bit of an idea what it sounds like in English. I like the writing style a lot. I really, really enjoy it. The way everything is described and the setting of the world really brings this world to life. And I like our main character so far. I think that the way she was raised goes well with her choices. She is predictable, but I'm certain that we have plenty of room for character development. I like it so far, but it hasn't really grabbed my attention that much. Maybe because I've been waiting to get to it for so many years that my excitement or my intrigue has already left me. My point was, I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue on. We'll see whether I'm excited in the end. But right now I just want to keep going and see how things go. Hey guys, it's the last day in June, and with this comes the end of my vlog. Listen, it was a bad vlog. I had higher expectations when it comes to reading, and I expected to get through these books a lot faster. To recap the entire situation, I started off this vlog by reading The Perks of Being a Wallflower, which ended up being a 3-star read. I had high expectations, everybody was raving about it. It felt average, not really my cup of tea, not my favorite book that I would personally go out of my way to reread. I wish that the mental health representation wouldn't be as vague as it was. I know that the author probably didn't want this to be the whole point of the book and probably wanted to get other messages across, but being so popular as it is, I think it would really help if the author mentioned what disorder or what disease, mental health, illness Charlie had in this book. I think it would start a conversation, but I respect the decision. It was lukewarm for me. 3-star read. Then I moved on to Stormbreaker by Anthony Horowitz, and the first half of the book was very, very, very slow. The second half of the book was very fast. I don't know where it went. I really struggled for the first few days to read this book, but I read the second half like that in one day. Honestly, if I read it in one sitting, it would take me like 2 or 3 hours to read 190 pages. So 200 pages. Also have to mention, although you probably already know by now, that this book is in Slovenian, and I also read it in Slovenian. Moving on to the next Slovenian book, Matched. Now, as you can see, I am halfway through. No, I did not finish it. This is gonna be a DNF. I was very, not on edge, but I was very conflicted when it comes to this one. Should I keep going? Should I not? I have been trying to pick it up and read it for the past few days. I think ever since finishing this book, I've picked up this book every single day and just struggled to keep going. I struggle to make any real progress. The world doesn't interest me. The ship doesn't interest me. I hate love triangles, but not really love triangles. I hate it when a girl has a boyfriend, even though this in this book it's not really her fault, but she's craving a different guy. I know it's the society's fault. It's just this book is not my cup of tea. I am going to DNF it for the second time. I first picked it up probably in 2014, 2015. I was very conflicted at first because I feel like I was gonna miss out on something, and I have this goal in my mind. I want to read the OG YA books. However, I also feel like this has been overdone many, many times in many different ways, and I'm not gonna be really missing out on anything. People have also told me that I won't regret DNFing it because it's nothing out of this world groundbreaking. That is where I am today. If I would have to rate this one, I like the writing, but I don't vibe with the story. I think I would also give it 3 stars. Not because it's very, very bad. If I hated it, I would probably give it 1 or 2 stars. But it's just not my cup of tea, which is what I reserve 3 stars for this book. And that brings this video to a close. We finished reading 3 books, I guess, and I hope you enjoyed. I have so many video ideas for this series, reading 3 books. Right now I'm filming this video in July, but the next one I'm going to be working on probably in August. I am so excited. I have so many new ideas. My videos are kind of a little bit slow these days. I'm sorry. Yes, I know I've been slacking compared to other months, but I still hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell to keep yourself notified when I post more videos. What else? Follow me on social medias. Let's chat. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.